Thank you.
Thanks.
Alrighty, if the runners are ready to go, we can go ahead and start a countdown here. Why don't you go ahead and start on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And okay, so if you guys haven't seen this before, this is obviously Super Metroid hack, and from the very get-go, you will already notice some wild differences from the original game. The main thing here to keep in mind is that this hack, I don't know, it just makes me laugh every time I see it, because it's just such a hilarious concept. It seems so simple, but involves so much work, and it's so fun to play, to be honest. But the main idea is that all of the rooms are rotated 90 degrees to the right. And that leads to some pretty interesting rooms. You see Feral right here heading into the climb. And it's not really a climb anymore, so much as just a run to the side. Oh my god, I just laugh every time I see this. And one of the main consequences of turning everything to the side 90 degrees.
Elevators.
It's so good,
The
man.
elevators actually can screw players up a little bit. You still have to press up and down.
Yeah, you don't press left or right. You press up and down.
So that can actually, I know when we were racing this when it was first released, there was a lot of trying to aim and shoot up and then going up elevators on accident. So that definitely happens a lot as well.
All right, so talking about just basic techniques of this run in particular, especially trying to speed run, this hack, since all of the doors are rotated, you'll notice they're going to be a vast majority of the doors now, instead of being horizontal doors, they're going to be up and down doors, which affects a lot of the strategies that you have. Especially, you're going to see a lot more wall jumping. If you love wall jumping, this is the hack for you.
Exactly. If you're not good at wall jumping, this is definitely not something that you might want to start with.
I'm going to argue right now, if you're not good at wall jumping, this is actually even more the hack for you. This will make you good at wall jumping.
Well, there you go. You can see there are some minor edits to some rooms. Like there is some platformers right there that you just saw Feral jump on that does make it easier to get into these doors. Not required, of course, but it does make things a lot easier. There are some crumble blocks, since obviously you cannot fall on crumble blocks in the same way that you do
elevators. Every time it happens, man, I'm just gonna laugh.
Now, see, that's where things can sometimes get when there's an elevator that would normally take you up, and there's a vertical door there. Sometimes you can do travel up the elevator. But anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying even?
I'm not sure, but we head into the climb right now, and it's just it's a complete change from the stressful wall jumping and precise movement. It's you just run down the side, kill all the pirates. Nice and easy. Like some rooms are just changed to be so easy. Parlor easy, climb easy, and then other rooms just brutal, reckless, just demolish. You'll see those soon enough.
Other rooms are incredibly difficult. I do remember what I was saying though. Crumble blocks, most of the crumble blocks, if not all of them, have been changed to either shot blocks or something, so that you are able to actually traverse the rooms and not get soft locked. I believe since I have played this, I played this in its initial release, and since I've played it, there have been various patches that fixed a lot of soft locks. So.
Yeah, as I think it stands right now, I think you have to be hard-pressed to find... I mean, you probably could find soft locks if you tried, but I think as a casual player, it'd be definitely a really fun one to play through without too much worry of soft locking here. Some minor deviations from the standard 80% route, as this is 80% that they will be doing. From the non-hacked version, this room in particular can be very, very devastating if you screw this up. Oh, Feral falling down on top of all these bees. These bees can be absolutely reckless.
Oh, Leodox too.
Oh, Leodox as well. You'll notice he just hard to get back up. Leo.
Oh no!
Almost so close, but yeah, you see just how brutal some of these rooms can be with if you mess up
There we
strat.
go.
You just fall down, and it's just like so much time lost.
And you
Hopefully
can
Feral
imagine.
catch up again. Ooh, almost. That was almost it.
You can imagine. So this was one of the rooms where there's a little platform added there, obviously, to make this just a little bit easier. You can imagine how difficult that would be if that wasn't there.
I like this next room Leodox is coming up into. Because of this the actual nature of these slopes, it's actually faster to just spin jump across those slopes. You see, it's the same. It's kind of just like scooting along the ground right there. Like she's just, I don't even know, like just a vacuum cleaner. Just I don't even know what to call it, describe that.
So there's a fun fact. I wanna quiz everybody, see what everybody thinks in the chat here. There's gonna be one item that normally every single speedrun is going to be getting, because it's just a very, very fast item. I want you guys to take a guess in the chat. What item do you think it is that they're not going to be getting that is normally gotten in a speedrun?
Yeah, this may surprise many of you, but...
It might. It also might be completely obvious to some other people. So I just want to see what some people are thinking here.
We'll see how everyone feels about that. But as Leodox heads down into Brinstar,
we're seeing a couple guesses from Speed Booster here. Space Jump.
Space Jump.
High Jump, Speed. These are all, yeah, High Jump and Speed are two really, really good items. You know, so we see Leodox having a really good climb up there through...
Solid early super room.
Yeah, and it can be just as devastating as that fly room, or the B room right after Bomb Chorizo, because of those waivers. Their patterns are just like super unpredictable.
And since this is a race, it is nice to note that both of these runners have very close PBs. I mean, I might be mistaken, but just recently today, I think Leodox PB'd within. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure their PBs are within a minute.
I think he said 10 seconds.
Yeah, even closer than a minute for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys want to know or just wait until it happens. I think let's just keep it hold them in suspense here. So we have I think I saw the most guesses for High Jump and Speed Booster. We did see some Ice Beam and Space Jump as well. So we'll see what actually happens here.
I did see one person guess Charge Beam, and I think we already can rule that one out. Unless Leo made a mistake here. Ooh,
yes, there will be.
Those are respawning bomb blocks. Leodox managed to get out before those respawn. That's nice right there. I'm not sure if that timing is tight, but it looked like, I mean, the movement was not bad, so I mean, I assume it was pretty tight. There are a number of minor changes you'll notice from the original game. Just things like enemies have to be moved, obviously, to like some of the times the ground right there. Those tack attacks aren't normally exactly right there. These shot blocks are just a little bit different. You know, obviously the Ripper's going left to right still instead of up and down. But just really minor things that really change the aesthetic of the rotation. And
those Rippers, most notably, you know, going left and right across that room makes ascending, well, I guess traveling through Red Tower, running through Red Tower makes it trivial. You know, as you know, in the vanilla game, however, getting up Red Tower while jumping past the Rippers and stuff can be quite technical and sometimes, you know, difficult. Getting through Red Tower is a breeze now.
It's just funny to see so many rooms just become absolute nightmares when you just never would suspect them to be so.
Yeah.
And the rooms that you normally are just really dreading, they're no sweat.
Yeah, so they're coming up to Kraid here. Leodox getting to Kraid first, looking like. The Kraid fight is going to be a little bit different, as you can imagine. Making sure also to kill all these enemies on the way down, because again, getting through this room here with the mini Kraid and the pirates does require you to have all the enemies killed. So actually, watch Leodox here. He actually does a
nice.
KO through Yeah, it does the K go through the eye door. One of 2 boss doors that you're actually able to do that. Do the Ghidorah skip.
I think you can do 3. I think the one in Tourian as well you can do.
Oh yeah, that would make sense because it's in the same. So watch this quick kill here. It is slightly different. You do have to. The timing is different. You do have to, because of the nature of the wall there. You do have to jump a little bit higher.
Ooh.
It is kind of. It is. Leodox having a little bit of
tricky.
trouble here.
Ooh, manages
I'm getting it with
on
the
his
charge
third
shot.
try.
Nice. So yeah, it is a little bit tricky because you have to, you know, jump a little bit. Your jumping and timing is a little bit more difficult. Well, Leodox not getting the turn, the flatly jump there after acquiring gravity, or Varia. I mean,
those frames lost, man. Those will cost him. I'm sure he will rue those very, very short.
For those of you who don't know, you can actually turn and do a spin jump after acquiring a suit if you're standing in midair. It's Feral.
Feral, 0 problems without hesitation. And you see, like, honestly, it's like there's some tedium in some of these rooms, but like, honestly, like, given the nature of this hack, it's just a lot of fun most of the time. The tedium is much overwhelmed by just how fun and refreshing this experience is of playing this game. One thing we will note is there's going to be a lot more safeties in this because of the nature of how this works. They're getting pre-AD tank. You also saw them before grabbing the retro Brinstar E-tank, which is not normally seen, except sometimes in beginner RBO runs this early. But it is a very viable tank in this rotation hack because you just fall right past it.
I wouldn't even say that they're safety tanks. I would almost say that they're required
Mandatory.
Yeah, pretty much mandatory. Definitely more tanks. You will see the reason why. It seems like they should be mandatory. I say they should be mandatory later on in the run as they get to other areas of the game, which you would think you might not realize they are as difficult as they are due to
the way this works. The way works. But some of the more sharp-eyed of you may have noticed a couple rooms gave away their secret, but you'll be see soon enough.
So those of you who are guessing high jump, they are grabbing high jump here. That is an item that they will be grabbing as far as speed goes.
With all these wall jumps, items. It's almost inevitable that they want to get high jump.
Yep. I'll give you guys another hint.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say it's like opting to skip those missiles, but I just want to get the bomb down first.
I'll give you guys a hint here. This item is pretty much useless. It is essentially, this item is essentially useless, which is why they're not grabbing it. Not just because it's slow or anything, but it's really, there's like 0 point for them to get it at all. No, not an item that's just pointless to begin with in many speedruns.
Anaconda.
Hey, you didn't let me finish. You didn't even let me finish.
I'm sorry. I was a little defensive about my favorite item.
I know. That's why I was trying to redeem myself by saying, you know, pretty much use this in many common speedruns. But
there we go. You can see it right now. I'm willing to bet Leodox skipping right past that door.
There you go. It is indeed Speed Booster. As you can guess, with all of the vertical rooms, Speed Booster is pretty pointless.
There's nowhere to charge a Shine Spark, there's nowhere to gain speed, you just, what's the point of it?
There's literally nowhere to gain, like, any sparks, and even if you did, like, you would not be able to maintain that speed for a distance, or to achieve anything of any sort of value.
It's just so weird to do a speedrun and not collect Speed Booster. Yeah. I honestly think that's actually a pretty cool hallmark of this run in particular.
Yeah.
Just like, It's pretty
Agreed.
fun.
Also, not to mention, getting through the speed booster room would be
my gosh.
not the easiest thing. I do remember doing that when my blinds play before I had really realized the speed booster was kind of pointless to get, because I was just so focused on like trying to just grab items. I believe I was trying to 100% it when I was doing it. I don't think I ended up doing that though. But yeah, it's not an easy room to get through. That's for sure. How do you kill Draygon without speed booster? You don't. Literally invincible.
So you'll see Leo. There's some hints coming up of what will be coming up. The way the rotation works. I'm not sure if I should spoil it yet, but you guys will see
maybe let's wait just a little longer. It's like Fusa said though. There has been some rooms where it has, due to the rotation, has affected some of the environment in some of the rooms, which it will come into huge play later on, making some rooms very, very difficult. Where we say I would pretty much say that extra energy tanks are required.
As we see Leodox heading back up through the Maridia to back up to Red Brinstar area.
And the Maridia tube is actually one of those things where if you like aren't, if you're not spinning or like you accidentally break spin or something for whatever reason, you're just gonna fall right back down through the tube.
Because there's no door to block you from entering the transition. So if you mess up your wall jumps and you break spin, you're falling straight back down. It's hilarious.
So I believe we're gonna see. So here's where we're gonna see the deviants and routes here. So we're seeing Leodox opting to not get Ice Beam right now, whereas Feral is. Now I was informed that the reason for this is gonna be for additional damage versus Draygon. As some of you have already mentioned, right? You're not going to have speed booster for Draygon, so the method for killing Draygon is going to be using ammo and charge shots. I talked to Leodox. He said that he's not entirely sure what is actually faster, getting Ice Beam early or waiting or getting it later. However, you do have Space Jump when you get it later, which could be argued that makes it getting Ice Beam just a little bit faster. So
at the very least easier, I would not argue that.
At least easier, yeah. So it hasn't really been effectively timed very much, so we will see.
The powerbomb room. Those Boyons.
What a joke.
Some of the AIs and the enemies, like just the normal vanilla AIs are still in the game for most enemies. Some of them, like those Boyons, are just a joke because, how are you ever gonna affect you, really? They're just right there on the side. And some of the other ones, like you saw in the early Super Room, which both runners managed to handle with relative ease, honestly. It's actually a pretty difficult room. I was surprised. But the AIs of the waivers and the side hoppers in the bottom there are really brutal. Especially since the waivers go up and down quite a bit, and you don't realize it in a more horizontal room. But in a vertical room, the amount that they go up and down is really severe, and it can really, really hurt you.
Actually, that reminds me of something that we didn't actually really talk about. So in the early Super Room, they don't even need to mockball. If you notice, all they need to do is hug the wall on the left, and they fall right down past all of the gates. However, if you did see Feral when he went to get Ice Beam, you do have to wall jump fairly quickly to be able to get past that very top gate before it closes on you. So that does change. It does sometimes make things a little easier, and sometimes a little bit harder, actually.
So instead of our venerated Oceanfly for this marathon, instead we're going to have an Ocean Fall all the way down that room. And at this point you're going to be seeing that the liquids in rooms are not rotated. They're simply still on the bottom, and that will come into effect much more obviously soon enough. But that is something to keep in mind.
Definitely because of this water, it can definitely make some areas more difficult to traverse. It's like getting out. Oh, so Leodox tried to get that Ghidorah Kago there. Didn't quite get it. At least he did get to show it off, though, once already. Prayed.
A lot of the consequence of some of these rotated rooms and bosses, you'll notice that this room, the current floor, which usually is the wall, is a lot smaller than the vanilla games.
Getting a nice X Factor there.
Floor.
In a fast pattern, can he get the? Oh, not quite. His X Factor was a little early, but yeah, as Fusta was saying, it just narrows the room quite a bit. Can make it a little bit difficult to
maneuver around against Phantoon. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. It looks like. Oh, no, never mind. That wasn't what I thought it was. Okay. I was going to say something about what Feral was doing, but I think that wasn't what he was doing. So never mind.
Yep, the sideways elevators.
And those work robots just chilling in those little spots. Oh my gosh.
Forever doomed to walk back and forth.
Like one tile of space.
Yeah.
And we have another Oceanfly coming out from Feral, perfectly executed. Literally frame perfect, could not have been done better.
Frame perfect, pixel perfect.
Oh my gosh, and this room that Leodox is coming up to just absolutely terrifies me of a lot of the rooms in this route.
Oh yeah, just prepare yourself. This just
nightmare.
The hilarity of the opener as soon as you enter this door, though. The hilarity. Are we ready for this? No. Mach 10 key hunters, dude.
Literally going like I don't even know. Oh my gosh, it's literally ridiculous how fast they go.
Now we're laughing, but this room is actually extremely difficult because there's enemies coming around all the time. These sparks are falling from these outlets in the wall. Shot these things in the wall, and
stupid key hunters floating around. The atomics, you don't know exactly where they're gonna be. And it's just it's a mess to try to get up here.
It makes
and
it hard.
Falling down. Like you see only so many of those little electrical outlets every so often. It's a really long, room, I guess, tall room.
Leo did it really well, though.
That was impressive. I will not lie.
This was the bane of my Let's Play right here. Getting through the upper ocean was really, really hard for me.
You see right now, Leodox opting to do crouch jump down grabs, barely making each one. It's even with high jump, it's not easy to make those jumps. Literally, like barely makeable. Feral finishing off Phantoon, no problem. So it's like that will not be the end of our racers.
Got a bowling fall here too.
Easy every time. You'll notice the bowling statue animation that Chozo just going literally straight up through just the ground, the wall. I'm not even sure what to call it anymore at this point.
The solid object blocking your way to progressing. How about that?
Sure. Yeah. Very, very generic. And now with gravity collected, this ocean room should not really pose much difficulty for Leodox.
As he tries to jump up there a couple of times. I mean, there we see our Mach 10 key hunters falling straight down. Literally laughed so hard when I first saw that.
Looks like Feral's very aware of where that atomic was going to be. It was even inside the wall at that point, but he knew he was going to be there, was ready for it. That key hunter as well.
You gotta lock your orientation, Sue.
And finally, there's one of the main things about this hack is that some of the PLMs aren't quite used. You see Leo right here skipping past an area of the game where normally there's a one-way green gate blocking your way into this usually exit of Maridia, but being able to enter because that gate is not there. And it changes a lot of the run. You do not have to go all the way down Red Tower.
Saves a ton of time.
Easier. Going straight to Aqueduct and Botwoon. That crab.
Excuse me. Oh man.
That crab is stealing one of Leodox's supers, which is actually unfortunate. He doesn't have the ammo he wants for Botwoon.
Yeah.
Oh, which that's actually he actually is going to be getting these super missiles.
That's right. Some of these speed blocks, because speed booster, you can't really get a charge anywhere. Speed blocks have been changed. Most of them have been changed to super blocks, I believe. However, some of them, as you saw, were changed to power bomb blocks.
And in addition, I also forgot that there is no Botwoon in this run.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you didn't even tell me that. You can go up through the sand pits. You can go
straight through these sand pits, skip Botwoon, and go directly up to here.
Directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100, $200. I have not played Monopoly in a while.
A lot of this ammo is really for Draygon. Draygon can be very brutal, but I think I was watching Leo earlier last night, and they seem to Leo and Feral seem to have found a very good strategy for dealing with Draygon. So I think Draygon shouldn't be much of an issue, but it can be something that can go wrong very quickly.
Shoutouts to one of the only areas in the game where you can charge a spark.
Shoutouts as well to the full folly.
Full folly, bro.
All the way down. All this frame-perfect tricks just executed absolutely flawlessly.
I can't believe they're both nailing all this.
Runners.
Yeah, I can't believe they're nailing all this so easily, man. They're making it look easy peasy. Fundamentals, man.
This Draygon room is such a pain in the butt. That stupid turret up there can be hard to hit with ammo. Leodox nailing it first try, of course, but if you don't hit it, you'll waste a number of supers on it, and it shoots at you during the whole fight, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Now, I believe, if you guys are familiar with the normal Draygon fight, you can just morph underneath... Oh, okay, never mind. I guess you can still morph underneath Draygon in this fight as well.
I think he moved to the right. To avoid that. But you'll notice here, his particular strat here is to simply... He has the ammo. He doesn't need the drops from Draygon's goo. So he just shoots Draygon a couple times when she's gooing, and then just pseudo screws to break the goo, and have Draygon reinitiate the swooping immediately, which is, I think, a very, very clever idea.
The grapple kill, I would not see any reason why the grapple kill would not work. However, again, it's really slow to be able to get.
You have to go all the way down to get Crocmire. That's many, many minutes out of the way.
But you know what? When you're so far ahead in a speed run, you want to give your opponent just a little bit of extra time. You can
Literally
go
legendary.
ahead.
No one will
go
forget
ahead.
that.
Nope.
But yeah, with this strat and all the extra ammo that Leodox has collected, Draygon should be completely free. Interesting to note, I think Leodox went into this fight with something like 20 plus missiles and like 15 or 15 supers, I think.
Something like that.
Feral gonna be entering with 6 and 5, but he did pick up early ice, excuse me, dealing 90 more damage per charge shot, I think. Draygon just dying for Leo as Feral enters.
Looks like Feral got that top turret. He's going to jump up and check. Oh, he didn't actually. That's actually really unfortunate. That's a lot of damage that he's not going to get.
I'm telling you, man, this darn turret just can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, he definitely did get it there. So now we're gonna see the difficulty of this run ramp up in crazy amounts. The difficulty scale is gonna go up a ridiculous amount at this point in the run, and it just will continue pretty much the rest of the run.
Some of these rooms in exiting Maridia even can be. I'm thinking specifically of the Evier room, post Oasis. It can be really brutal. With the sandfalls. The sandfalls in this rotation hack are really weird. You know, obviously sandfalls usually in the original game, you know, they push you down. But in this game they push you to the left, which is really weird. You don't really see it coming, and it can really throw you off your game.
It can throw you off your game, but it can also make you go faster if you are actually going left.
Which I don't think there's any sandfalls game where they're going. I don't think there's any sandfalls that they're going through.
I don't
want to go left.
I'm not sure if there are, but
just looking right now, I mean, I think it'd be hard to tell whether or not Ice is saving time or losing time. It seems pretty close to even. If Feral, we cleaned up Draygon pretty shortly, it looks like. That will not be too much time difference from where he was in the beginning, so it's fine either
there's
way.
Cassius' room right there, just making it look trivial, getting through it so quickly because it is now a horizontal room. You can just run right through. Nice
clip in the
plasma. Yep.
And one of my favorite animations in this hack coming up very shortly on Leodox's stream. We get to see him go through the fast tube and just take a look at Samus as she's going through the fast tube.
Leodox shooting his plasma beam past the door a number of times there. Funky thing with plasma beam is sometimes it can actually start a little bit farther ahead.
At Feral's stream.
Oh
my gosh!
Did he kill Draygon so that he has
did.
to...
I'm listening to Feral's stream right now, and he's getting the infinite Draygon death. The Draygon is looping all the way around. This is not a soft lock, but this is, I think, last time I calculated, this is like 16 minutes.
It's over.
I think Draygon, somewhere around there.
Is there a way to fix this?
You have to wait.
You have to wait for like 15 minutes.
Really?
Draygon will loop all the way back around, going Draygon. Because it's actually due to a programming error. The programmer who used Draygon's AI didn't use a signed integer, so Draygon thinks the fastest way to get to the death position is going left. So yeah, that is about 15 minutes. It was still going.
So we did see him go through those sandfalls when they were pulling him left, but he managed to get through there without really an issue. Really unfortunate for Feral. This can happen when you kill Dragons in such a way that she is pretty much like off screen. She will think that, yeah, as Foos has said, think the fastest way to get back to the center of the screen is to travel to the left, all the way back around, looping through all of the duplicate rooms, I believe.
Yeah, I mean,
at a very slow pace.
Yeah, if you normally see, like, sometimes people will kill Draygon like far to the right or far to the left, and it takes a while to get to the center of the screen, and that's actually that actually does cost runners time. You kill Draygon not far from the center of the screen where she go to take her death animation. Normally you don't mind it too much because normally you do a 2 with blue or something like that, and it, you know, it's still faster than, you know, not killing her in 2 rounds, so not a big deal. But if I assume, I wasn't watching, but I assume Feral shot a charged ice wave spazer shot, which, you know, wave travels through walls, hit her off screen to the left, and it seems like that this might actually be more easy to accomplish in this hack in particular, because
the room
walls,
is thinner.
Yeah. Dang, I mean, to be honest, it's not even something that you would even like consider saving for or preparing for, because it's something that is so very rarely seen. It's just really, really unfortunate.
So now is when you're really going to want to start paying attention to where Leodox is heading right now. We kept saying how the difficulty is going to ramp up. You know, pay attention to the environment. This is where you do that.
Yeah, low Norfair is brutal in almost any run, but in this run in particular, it's not easy. I'll just say that much.
And again, who's saying, you know, some things are changed here, like those crumble blocks are changed now, so you can enter lower Norfair from the back.
Skipping Gravitron altogether, just going straight to Three Musketeers. Everybody's favorite room.
Oh gosh, look at this. There's a bunch of acid you've got to go through.
Yeah, there's so many rooms in Lower Norfair with acid in them, and just because of the way the water and physics works, they're just at the bottom and they're just so high a lot of times.
You don't even realize some of the rooms that have acid in them, like the Wasteland with the Tuskeggas and the Power Bombs of Shame. That room has acid in it, but you never know that because you just hardly ever pay attention to beneath the
spike platform.
Beneath the spike platform, and yeah, so that's a room. There's, you know, I'll just stop there, but there are plenty of other rooms.
And opting, you know, I was watching Leo do runs, and he could get through these rooms without getting this energy tank, but there's especially marathon luck.
I believe they are going to be doing stand up. They do stand up in their run, so they will be getting. Because of all these extra tanks, they think, you know, it is
Might as well get an extra one, get 7, call it a day, and get stand-up.
Yep.
And this room in particular, Key Hunter Staircase, is super awkward when it's turned on its side. Like, trying to get good movement through that room it just feels weird.
So now it gets hard.
Now is the winter of rotations discontent.
Oh, that's right. You can't even really see the.
No, the scroll is awkward right there.
Yeah.
And that stupid Tuskegga camping the exit right there can be
a
real pain. But Leo executing this room pretty
really
much
well.
Flawlessly.
Yeah, that could not have gone better.
I can't really imagine that getting any better at all.
Now here's a fun thing.
Surprise!
Oh wow! I did not even know
wonderful strat. Yeah.
I did not. That's a great strat. Wow, I have not seen that. That is awesome that you can just crouch there. Wonderful. That makes that so much easier. I wish I'd known that when I did my blind play.
Right. The number of times you fall through those doors.
Yeah, when you're trying to charge shot those guys, you fall through those doors. The back.
Even if you're not aiming down, it's just because it reflects off of them sometimes and just shoots right back down in the door, and you're like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, dude. I made it through all of the acid. So now, a little fun fact about Ridley: when the hack was first released, you could actually get grabbed by Ridley, and he could carry you down through the bottom of the floor into the acid, and you could not get out. And so you would soft lock in there. But I believe that has been changed.
There are you can still carry into the actual wall of this one, I'm pretty sure. So I think Leo's gonna be trying his best to avoid Ridley from grabbing him.
Ridley just being very passive right now, doing some swoops.
Ridley will bring him down. But yeah, there is acid in this room, you'll notice, but it doesn't rise high enough to even really do anything. So, and Ridley's AI is one of the few...
Okay. Oh, he was lucky to not get dropped any farther down there.
Yeah, you'll notice Ridley's AI isn't much changed from the original. He doesn't really do much else. And the repositioning Ridley when he dies, it's always funny. But that's still being worked on.
Yeah.
In this hack.
So we should hopefully be seeing Draygon coming back around for
sometime soon. Yeah.
Feral soon, hopefully. I mean, it has been quite a bit. It has been close to 10 minutes now, I think. Hopefully, by the time Leodox reaches Tourian, Draygon's come back. As soon as
That's
Draygon
just-
does come back, though, let's just show a lot of the hype for Feral here for sticking it out.
Yeah, that's just a really brutal way to find out about a pretty dumb glitch of Draygon that ends runs of people, and
Yeah,
one of
it
those
sounds
things
like
one of those mistakes you make once and never ever again.
Yeah,
Never shoot a wave charge off to the left.
it did sound like this is the first time he had encountered this, which is really unfortunate.
On the way out, you know, a lot of these rooms are just falling through them, and it's not as big of a deal as entering in, especially with this many E-tanks. But if you don't have that much energy entering these rooms, you're not sure what to expect. If you're just playing it for the first time, it can be, it can be brutal.
Yep.
Leo heading back up key under staircase right now. And I'm not really sure about how this time is looking, but so far, having watched this run, a lot of the rooms have gone really well for him. I would not be surprised if he was on PB pace.
Yeah, me neither. Potentially a world record pace. Being Feral holding the world record. I'm not sure of the times exactly, but I believe Feral's PB is like 10 to 15 seconds faster than Leodox's.
Very, very close.
Or about 8 seconds even. It might have been. I can't remember exactly. But their PBs are very close.
And it's just brutal. Feral just waiting for Draygon to hurry your slow butt up to get back over there. Leo heading through Three Musketeers like nothing.
Yep, and as you can see, even though he got a full health refill after Ridley, he finished the escape after having been dealt like 500 damage.
Oh, yeah, good point.
So, like, that is how brutal. Like, he made it look easy, and like he got out pretty quickly, but like he took so much damage in the process.
And this is a runner who's practiced these rooms, and, like knows what to expect, knows what they're doing, and you try to do this by yourself, and without screw attack especially, it's a nightmare. As Leodox heads up to head to the final area of the game, just quick check. Ammo seems to be pretty fine, so he should be feeling like, especially with the extra ammo he's been collecting. That was mainly for Draygon, but it allows him to be a lot safer heading to Tourian as well.
So we have a calculation in chat here. Draygon has to travel 1,048,576 pixels to get back across.
Oh my gosh. Minus however much. Oh my gosh, hang on. Oh, that could have been another potential soft lock for Leodox right there. He wants to be really careful about.
There he goes. Nice, actually getting the power bomb
too.
There.
Yeah, he could have soft locked. If you do happen to lay a power bomb in the tube room and exit the tube room on the exact same frame that the tube explodes, the game will soft lock and you'll not be able to do anything in the next room.
There is a way that he can make sure that doesn't happen, though. If he does expect that might happen, he just needs to not press any input. The glass breaks only when you press an input on the screen after the power bomb has exploded for a certain amount of time.
I mean, so what's he gonna do? Just stand there?
I mean, he's gonna fall back down through the tube. So if he lays the power bomb,
if he goes up, you're saying?
Yeah, if he goes up and he expects the power bomb, if he expects that he might soft lock by hitting the transition and pressing an input at the same time.
Right, but he would go down, so he just would fall into the door and then just be stuck there.
Well,
okay, but yeah, either way, It was still good that he did not. So
Yeah.
that's the good news.
It's approximately like somewhere in the upper teens, like 15. It's like 17-ish minutes for Draygon to die. So we do see Leodox here heading back to the ship, wall jumping like a madman here.
That stupid ship, like
just floating there. It doesn't even care, dude.
Oh man, this hack is hilarious. If you haven't played it, just go play it, man. It's great. I do believe, in fact, there is Leodox stopping for a second. Okay, but I do believe there is actually an item randomizer released specifically for this hack as well.
Oh my goodness!
If you do feel so inclined to torture yourself.
Those slow spin jumps up the Terminator room are great
so
every time.
Little Samus just like scooting along with a little Roomba. That's what I feel like.
A Roomba, that's a good description of it. Yes.
I don't know. So I'm just seeing that.
No, I like it. Yeah.
Leodox entering the Golden 4 room, currently the Golden 2. Although we will hear the sound effects. I think we're hearing Feral's stream right now, but there will be the sound effects for all 4.
Yes, ED, we did have an OOB death.
I swear it's been like, I haven't been looking at the timer, but I swear it's had to have been at least 17 minutes by now.
However,
right?
but I mean that our knowledge is based on a normally oriented room. Because of the rotation of the room, it might be different.
Interesting. Wow, that. I mean, just doing some rough mental estimation here, the room seems what, like 3/5, 4/5 the width. I don't know what that would affect, but
what's something to notice here? The screen is shaking for Leodox. The lava is actually rising, or the acid is rising. Normally, it doesn't do that in this room, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. If they, because there's pretty much nowhere to stand on any of these platforms here. So if it takes too long, it's definitely going to cause some problems. And it is acid rising, so the acid is going to be doing quite a bit of damage.
And his health is low enough to be somewhat worrisome.
He did not choose to refill at the ship when he only had about 250 energy left for some reason. And acid is rising in this room as well, and you're going down, so, again, the longer you take in this room, he did a really good job, though. Barely, yes, exactly. All in all, though, doing an excellent job with these Metroids, keep maintaining a really great ammo count.
He made those look easy, but I don't think those rooms are that easy. And this room, this side hopper is literally the hero side hopper that Mother Brain personally hired herself. Look how hard it is to get through this guy without have invulnerability frames to get through that door. And we will, of course, be seeing an absolutely insane Metroid skip coming up right here. Wait for it. Did you miss it? I missed it.
I missed it.
Well, it's okay.
Dang.
We'll hold no fault for Leo. No judgment here.
We've got a sad face on screen for Feral there. Still waiting for Draygon to loop back around.
I don't know, man. That's just... What can you do? I mean... I don't know.
Absolutely nothing. He tried to entertain us. We can give him props for that as well. He's trying to bomb jump in. He's jumping around, trying to...
there it is! Just as we're talking!
Oh, Draygon, finally, dude. Yes! We will see an end. Oh my god. Yes, dude. Draygon is down. Wow.
Man.
Finally. Yes, let's show the hype, dude, for Feral for sticking to it.
It's just marathon luck right there. I mean, it's
Man.
so rare to see.
Yeah, GG, man. Good job finally getting, sticking it out. It's tough to do, man. But he did it. He did it for you all. So one last thing to note, Zebs can be killed with, regular beam shots.
And
I
you'll
mean, you
notice
do
him
see,
killing
and they are
all of them
separate.
instead of... Yeah.
Yeah, and he
He'll
is
kill
killing
all of them because they lag the game a lot. If
Yes.
you don't kill them all, they generate a lot of lag.
Yes, especially if the ones that are left on the mother brain, those two that he kills right there that would have been on screen. In the vanilla game, if you do a Zebatite skip and skip those two or skip those ones right there at mother brain, they still they remain on screen. Their sprites change a little bit, but they do remain on screen, and they lag the game like nothing else when you're trying to fight Mother Brain. It's kind of interesting, but at the same time, it's like, man, this is so slow.
It is important to note, like, again, we were talking earlier about boss rooms, that they are, now because of the rotation, considerably less wide than they are tall, and it gives a lot less room to maneuver in these fights, but, you know, you handle just fine, is nice and easy. Ooh,
Leodox
getting a little close to not getting stand-up there.
Yeah, so he is going to be getting stand-up glitch right now. Going to allow him to damage Mother Brain. We did see this. We did see the stand-up glitch already in 100% and 100% map completion. And did we see it in any other runs? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I don't want to harp on this, but one more time, I just want to mention. I want to mention the width of this room because there is.
Wait, who's is there anything weird about the size of this room?
I just want to mention this one more time, the width of this room, because this makes it a lot easier to softlock the Metroid against Mother Brain, which I did happen to see happen on one of these runners. I was watching one of their runs, and it's a lot easier to softlock the Metroid. Mother Brain can get that much closer to you. You're not used to it, because normally you're like, you go against the back of the wall, and you're like, oh yeah, Mother Brain is gonna be so far away. But go against the back of the wall in this one, Mother Brain's a lot closer to you, and it's a lot easier to get that Metroid stuck against her knees.
Yep, or above her head, as I found out that you could do a couple days ago in 100%. You can get it stuck above her head.
Dang, man. Oh, look at Feral's screen here. This is the screen I was talking about with the Eviers and the falling sand.
Yeah, you can see it's pushing him to the left very fast.
Oh, almost getting through it flawlessly, but yeah, falling all the way down. Looks like he's very prepared for this room, but
yeah,
he's handling it well, but it can be very, very difficult to get through that room normally. And the escape is, of course, rotated through having to go up through those gates instead of running through them normally. Falling all the way down here. Doesn't have speed booster, so unfortunately he has to climb.
Oh yeah, but I do remember I was really hyped when there was that. You can actually get a short charge there if you did have speed booster, so that was pretty much the one use for speed that you can possibly find.
Yeah, unfortunately that's a 2-tile high gap, so you have to roll all the way through.
And you can't really get a mock. You can't mock ball either because it's so high. You can't get speed at all for that.
These pirates just standing there. As Leo pulls... Wait a minute, wait. It's time. I don't think this is a PB, but this is still very, very close to his PB or world record.
Yeah. Both of these players played really excellently. And not to discount Feral at all, it's just really unfortunate that that had happened to him, but he was still playing very, very well for this entire run here.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, Leodox? Okay, alright.
Faking us out here, but Leodox coming up on the ship.
There it is, time for Leodox. Good job, Leodox.
And I just want to note, like, the main differences in this run. We're talking about some of the difficult rooms, like early supers and like post-bomb Chorizo. Those were the rooms that honestly put Feral behind.
Yeah, especially post-bomb Chorizo.
That room started off, gave Leo the lead, and I was joking around when I said I don't think that would decide the run, but honestly, apart from Draygon, it almost did.
Who's anxiously awaiting Super Metroid rotation 90 degrees counterclockwise? I know I am.
I think I'll wait for the 45-degree rotation. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh god, no, dude. Introducing all sorts of new issues with that. You're just asking for trouble. Let's see how Feral does here in Wasteland. We did see Leo do it very, very well. Figuring out that ski is. Yeah, it looks like Feral shot it.
Very, very well executed.
Yep. No problemo.
Dang, man. Without Draygon, this would have been a heck of a race.
This would have been really close. Yeah.
Let's see how Feral handles these metal pirates.
It looks like he positioned himself right in the middle. There it goes. Wow, it really looks like that he should get hit there by those pirates. I am in, like, that's like my favorite strat. I'm in awe by that strat. That's really cool. By the way, those Zebos are incredibly hard to farm. if you are trying to farm up before Ridley.
One or two.
And then the Zebos coming out trying to knock him down. Like,
Feral not catching a break after these Draygon shenanigans. I would not be surprised at this point if Ridley just says, you know what, I'm picking you up, putting you in the wall. That's what kind of luck Feral's gonna have in this run, apparently.
Ridley should be dead now. There he goes.
Got him without even picking up. Feral pretty cool.
Yeah. What a cool guy. Guess he decided to cut him a break. Dear Force. Wow, just shout outs to all of you guys as we have broken the 700 viewer mark. 701 viewers. As far as I am aware, that is our record for this marathon so far.
And a wonderful record it is. This everyone's hyped out for this rotation hack. I would be too. It's a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to play.
So again, watching Feral's health here, he did grab the Ridley tank.
And he's already down a tank and 3/4 and going through Wasteland here, getting hit multiple times. Just, I mean, it looks smooth because he's not like he's like going slow, but that going fast is just demolishing his health. 3.5 tanks gone already. Looks like a difference of strats here. Looks like Feral opts. Ooh. Well, he did opt to kill the key hunters until that one just wanted to bug him a bit. Kept after him.
Nice rotated deer force. So let's see how he does in Three Musketeers. He is entering Three Musketeers with a little bit more health than Leodox did. He can afford to take like 6 hits. By the time he gets there, probably more like 4. Yeah, looks like 4 hits now. You can take the Ski Hunters. He is just going to opt to be very, very safe and kill them.
As Feral's exiting the Norfair and heading over to go to Tourian, we can note that the same account is completely fine. Shouldn't be no concerns there as well. So hopefully we can see as far as we can go. Oh my gosh, just watching both these runners is almost exhausting in and of itself. Just watching them, all of this wall jumping for literally almost an hour straight.
Yeah.
That's just here more time for both of them. This is not an easy hack on your hands to play.
Not at all.
Can't imagine, man. It feel like, to me, it would feel a lot like just doing the climb for an hour.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking to myself too. It's just like grinding out the climb, man. Which is funny because in this act the climb is a joke.
In this hack, yeah, exactly.
So here we're gonna see Feral. Let's hope he's not gonna soft lock here. So he actually does it really well. You want to get really high. Lay the power bomb as early as you can while still getting as high as you can in the door, and then unmorphing to reset your vertical velocity or vertical momentum.
Yeah, I like that strat where oh, that's a pink door. Interesting. Why is that a pink door?
Yeah, it looks like that pink door was switched with the other pink door.
Alright.
I guess, or something. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Just a minor thing, but I liked his strat. What he did, he wall jumped very low on the bottom right side of the tube, and morphed immediately from that. And from there, he laid the power bomb very high at the height of his wall jump morph. Good idea.
Yep, you want to get really high. You want to get as high as you possibly can. As a kite, some might say.
You know, Anaconda, with all these drug references and your 69 appended to the last part of your name.
People might think I'm some kind of hoodlum.
I know. I'm excited for this room again. The little Roomba Samus. Oh, Feral! Come on, show me the Roomba Samus. No, man. I was looking forward to that.
Leodox had the timing down for that. Probably some sort of efficient timing for your jumps there that you can do for that. Looks like Feral was jumping really high and getting far off
the slope. Yeah. As we see Feral dropping all the way down to the Golden 2 statue.
Golden 2. It actually looks kind of cool with like the shading there on Draygon.
Yeah, it's nice.
No, I think that looks pretty cool. It looks a lot more like menacing.
Are those like skulls on top of Draygon's head, or is that just like, I'm not sure entirely.
Oh, you know what? It kind of does look like it, actually.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, I've always noticed the one on the very top of Draygon said like during, you know, the actual fight you couldn't really see it, but I haven't seen the one that's like looking straight at you in that orientation.
Yeah, interesting. His stupid sideways element. Oh my gosh. It just throws me off every single time I see it. I'm just like, wait, my brain has to like process for a split second. It's like, what am I seeing? Ooh, some strats coming out of
Oh, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea.
I don't like this.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay. That was
impressive though, that hit.
I'm a little surprised as to why he went for grouping strats. His ammunition is really excellent right now. There's really no reason to go for grouping strats, and with his low health situation, that was actually really risky. I mean, if he did not get that first bomb off right there, he might not have been able to get them off before he died.
I think, yeah, I hit one more shot, but it would have been close.
Maybe.
Either way, cleaning up room 3, so he should be fine from here on out.
Yeah, we're heading in with 25 and 10. More than enough to get through here.
See,
watch out for that side hopper. All right, let's see how
side hopper. Oh, interesting idea. I like that.
Ah, nice.
Using the wall jump unmorph to try to get through that as easily as possible. I do like that idea.
Good thing there's no fall damage. You got that right, Slypork.
Oh man, could you imagine every single missed wall jump you do is just, it's just, well, there goes knee tank.
Yeah. Not even facing right.
Dang.
What a waste of frames, man.
One way or another, I do think he got higher up than Leo did on the Metroid skip. Just, you know, casual shout out there.
Dang. Get wrecked, Leodox. Even though Leodox is not here, he did have to jet. He's tired. So
dang, what a waste of a shot.
Completely missed. Went for the body and ended up shooting at a circle. Because it went, I don't know. Dude, it went
I was so confused by what you were saying. I didn't realize you were trying to. Okay.
It, you know, went through him because it's a circle. I don't know.
Okay.
It's late.
Right.
It's late. I'm not at my best right now.
Yeah, I understand you on that one. We see Feral opting to not kill one of those Zebatites.
I definitely think that
one he didn't kill will lag. I'm not sure, to be honest.
I don't think so. Not nearly as much as the two on the same screen with Mother Brain.
I can agree with you on that one, but we'll see if it adds any extra lag at all.
Yeah, certainly hope not.
See any lag frames.
Yeah, I'm not thinking there really is any. Feral does have to watch out though. If he wants to do the stand-up glitch, he can't get hit by anything else here.
Alright, managed to get the middle bomb explosion, which does a lovely 0 damage. And as Anaconda found out just recently, does 3 damage with power state equipped.
Yeah. Indeed it does. Ooh, okay. Yo, shout outs to 69 health.
I just noticed, by the way, talking about the 100% race, you did manage to get to the lovely 69 missiles.
Yeah. Yep, magic number 144. Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam takes away 75 missiles, putting you at a wonderful 69 for the end.
Let's do a casual calculation right now, and it looks like Feral may have actually... This has been very, very close. I think the figure someone said in the chat, they were keeping track of how long it took Draygon to die. 19 minutes, I think it took.
Dang. So if we take a
19 minutes from the time right now, this is looking like Feral might even have beaten that time, to be honest. That's
wow.
a real shame.
Yeah. If this game, as you've said before, Fuzda, during some commentary for the Any Percent.
Oh, it's sketchy every time I see that.
You said this before, if this game wants to screw you over, it will find a way.
It will find a way. There is nothing you can do about it. Sometimes you just say, well, that's my time to die, folks. And then you die. I love this escape. It's hilarious to me because, right, like... I don't know why. Obviously, I know intelligently that it's rotated, so it'd just be on the wall to the left, right, to escape. But you head out to the left, and you come through the ceiling, right into those gates, and you're just like, what just happened?
It's
I
just
just came out of the wall.
It's just one of those things, you know what's gonna happen, but it's still funny every single time.
Oh man, that sounds so good.
Looks like Feral actually doesn't know about the little shortcut there that Leodox actually showed us. You can bomb the little block there to get through. It's actually taking a little bit of extra time there.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, I didn't know about that bomb either. That was interesting to me. Those bombs may actually be causing extra lag too.
Yeah.
Just minor things, but at this point, I mean, not too big of an issue. Yeah, I mean, looking at this timer, it
definitely would have been close.
Yeah.
It definitely would have been close. It's a real shame. But I mean, again, like, shoutouts to Feral for sticking it through and finishing it out. Still playing very, very well.
Let's have a big hand for both of our runners here.
Yeah,
This
definitely.
real run is not easy. You see how the number of tanks they collected, and they still were, you know, having low health, getting low Norfair.
And make sure if you liked what you saw, please make sure to follow the runners. Feral5x and Leodox. And there it is. GG Feral, finishing it out strong.
Alright, guys.
Have no fear, we still have lots of Super Metroid to go. We're continuing on with our hack block. We've got another 4 hacks to go, all in a row. Coming up next, we have Super Metroid Ice Metal 1 uninstall. DCR running 100.9%. If that doesn't make you curious, I don't know what will. But that is all for me. I am Wild Anaconda 69. Thank you for. Yeah, and this my wonderful co-commentator here was Fuzda. Thank you for having me back for this run. And then I'll hand it back over to Stray. I believe we'll be taking it on from here. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
We got just about 11 hours left of marathon, so we're just about halfway done. Tons of Metroid left. So anyways, goodbye.
Thank you, Anaconda and Fuzda, for the commentary. Thank you, Feral and Leodox, for those runs. We're going to work on getting set up, lickety-split, for the next run. DCR running Ice Metal uninstall. Pretty cool ROM hack as we continue through our ROM hack block, but stay tuned. We'll be setting up pretty quickly. Let me just read 2 donations that we had in the meantime. We had Updog1 donating $5 to us. It said, Miss Leor and MMO. Nice run, bro. Back talking about Leor and Sesame run. And then Lenafest saying, this marathon has seen it all, including poor Feral channeling MSDS 3170, getting Great Draygon glitch. So again, shoutouts to Feral for sticking through that glitch, which from what I understand he saw for the first time. So, marathon luck, man. Marathon luck. But stay tuned, guys. We're going to work on getting set up, and we shouldn't take too long. So stay put. We'll be right back.